helicopter versus
We are
the
in the
GTR.
middle of nowhere, Utah. We're racing the GTR
reaches out and he's like, dude, I want to race it. I'm like, bro, I got a helicopter.
I'm pretty sure I can get the
And it
W.
is game on. So listen, what you're about to watch is historical, all right? This right here is the first ever, in my opinion.
We think. We're pretty sure. We're pretty sure.
Dueling vlogs, all right? What you're gonna get on Stradman's channel is the POV inside the GTR. You're gonna get all the gnarly footage of him getting his ass kicked by me.
Whoa, wait. Wow, I didn't know the trash talk had already started.
We got twin turbine, 840 horsepower versus...
I got twin turbos.
Okay, twin turbos.
700 horsepower.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Top speed 170, top speed 120, 5,000 feet. There and back, it's on. This is happening. You're about to witness one of the most epic races of all time. You ready to do this?
Let's do it. Let's do it after it.
All right. As you can see, I was just getting ready to do an intro. Stradman rolled up, did the intro for me with his Lambo exhaust. Today, we are going to have some fun. We are going to do some racing between my helicopter and Stradman's GTR. Also, we made a deal. I made a deal with Stradman. I said, you let me drive your GTR and I'll let you land my Epic out on the dry lake bed.
That seems like such a better deal for me.
That's a good. It is a better deal. Absolutely. What's your GTR worth?
85,000.
85 grand, 2 mil. So we're good.
I'm saying, right?
And you've never flown before.
No.
Perfect.
Never.
And so you're gonna land.
Are we sure this is the right idea?
I think this is the right idea.
I slept on it last night. I woke up this morning. I was like, I don't know.
Content is content. Okay.
It is. There's been a lot of angles just in case.
So to refresh you guys, he's never flown before. He's going to be flying in the Epic with Jason. Who is obviously my Epic pilot, but we're going to let him land on the lake bed at which is not an easy place to land. Landing on a runway is one thing. Landing on a
Wait,
dirt...
I thought it's more difficult.
It's extremely difficult. You got this, though. Look what you rolled up in, dude. You got this.
It's a car.
They're all the same. It's a machine. They're all machines. So you see what happens. It can be crazy.
Is that part of the giveaway?
Absolutely. This is. I think Stradman just signed the deal. Clarified. He just said it on camera. He's like, Lambo's part of the giveaway. Actually, the Lambo's collateral. If he puts the Epic tits up down on the lake bed,
that's fair.
We're keeping the Lambo. It's
a fair deal. I agree to that. I'm putting that on camera. I agree to that.
Place is rad. Like, honestly, one of the coolest places I've ever been. I've seen pictures. A bunch of my buddies have come here a bunch. Jason's been here a bunch. Obviously, they landed the plane with no issue. Jason, this place is rad.
It's so sick. Yeah. But the entrance he made. The entrance. Are you kidding me? Flex on everybody.
Yeah. So, did you land it?
Yes, kind of. I had a lot of help. I had a lot of help, but it was fun though. Yeah, my heart rate. Oh my gosh,
dude.
Yeah. The sweaty hands.
So does this mean I don't get to keep the Lambo? I mean, the plane's in one piece.
The day's still young. The day's still young.
That is a good point.
The hardest thing though was perspective. When you're coming in for landing, it was really hard to tell how high off the ground you were.
Oh, yeah.
So when I filmed coming in, I kind of took over for a sec just to kind of get a feel for it, and then we just held it off, and then we kind of just finally felt the mains touch. But
too, right?
yeah, and there was a crosswind, so. You had that. The thing is you flew the whole pattern. You set up for the landing. You came in, and I had to make some finer adjustments right before we landed. But other than that, you took it all the way in. That was really good.
That was cool.
We just touched down the helicopter. Jason and Stradman landed the Epic. Stradman successfully landed my plane, which is very nice. He didn't wad it up. Now we're setting up a race between my BO-105 helicopter and Stradman's GTR. We're probably going to do a couple different races. We're probably going to do one starting out at about 5,000 feet, so 5,000 down, but it's a there and back race. So you go there, flip around, you have to come back, and you have to stay within some pretty tight boundaries. So that's the GTR, that's the helicopter. Now, the issue for me is my helicopter maxes out at about 120, 140 miles an hour, depending on the wind. If I got a headwind, I'm going to be much slower than that. The GTR does about 170. So I don't know if he's going to see 170, but he might. I don't know. What do you think you're going to hit? 140, 50?
Because we're doing a mile, right? And it's loose out here. It's not like asphalt.
Right.
I think I'll hit about 130, 140, depending on how gutsy I am, because the whole car's just shaking and making the whole time. So we'll see.
So the speeds could be fairly similar. I think it's going to boil down to who gets that turn the fastest.
That's where it's going to come. Yeah, absolutely.
100%. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to set up the start and the finish line in the same place. So it's down, flip a turn, you have to stay within certain boundaries, and then back, and the winner's the winner.
That's a nice vehicle. I wish I could win one.
Yeah. Oh, you wish you could have one of these?
Yeah.
Well, you're in luck. Because if you are the lucky 250,000th subscriber, you could pick this out of my fleet.
I want that! They should make those. Those are insane.
Oh, you still got the temp tag on here, bro.
I just got it.
Did you really? Oh, that's amazing. I had no idea.
Who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win?
The
Helicopter or GTR?
No, the helicopter.
Helicopter's gonna win. Van, who's gonna win?
I'll go GTR.
You dick.
GTR.
GTR?
I'm in the
GTR.
Me?
You're not racing.
You don't know. I'm always racing.
Okay, fine. Dave, that's one vote. You're the only vote for yourself, just so you know. Who's gonna win?
The hell, the GTR. Night train.
Night Train.
I'm with that and
Nah.
I got no votes for the helicopter.
I got. Hold on.
Okay, that's right.
Hey, I'm voting the helicopter because my boy is in it.
We got Team Helicopter and then Team Dickheads over there. I got the shortest guy and the tallest guy on my team.
We gotta have a drone up there high on your turn. It'll be perfect.
I got that shot. I got that shot.
And about 30 seconds into the air, and his drone is now in a tree, so we might need a new drone guy.
Well, I've wrecked it 6 times in the 3 days that I've owned it.
That was like a landing in a tree, though. It wasn't a wreck.
And it's also setting on Cole's drone pilot career.
Almost lost your drone again?
It's on 8 lives. I got 1 more left.
Are you ready? Go! Am I winning? Did I win? was sure I was gonna win because off the line, the GTR just pulled on the helicopter, but coming to a stop in this thing is so difficult, and then turning it around the van, the whole car is like drifting. And I don't know what Dave is doing in that chopper, but he turned around like that, and he was just gone. And then the whole time back to the finish line, I was tracking him down, and I just didn't have enough real estate. He got the W, but there's a round 2 coming because I got a faster car with 1,000 horsepower.
Holy shit, that race. First race, I was in the left lane, he was in the right lane. We both hammered down. You gotta understand, when you hammer down in the helicopter from a dead stop, all it does is just tip forward. So I tip forward and I'm diving for airspeed. But if I push too far, I'm just gonna go right into the ground. It'll just somersault. So I have to, I'm towing this fine line between not hitting the ground and trying to catch him, and he's just gone. I mean, he's using launch control in that GTR, and he's literally just walking away from me. But as I start picking up my airspeed, I'm catching him. And then I see him having to start slow down for the turn, and that's when I go bank up, roll to the right, and kind of boom, dive for speed, get back down. And unfortunately I did the turn too slow on the first race, and he was able to beat me. So we switched lanes, and I was able to go make a left-hand turn. Now the left-hand turn in my helicopter, that's a different ball game. I can keep full power in, keep a bank. It's like almost damn near upside down as I'm banking that turn, full power back to the ground, beat him. Went best 2 out of 3 the third race, exact same thing, beat him again. So I beat the Stradman in his GTR in my BR105. I couldn't be happier. Helicopters beat cars all day long.
Sure you can handle one of these? It's got a V6. Okay, that sounds really lame.
I'm driving the GTR. You see that? Look at me. I'm the captain now. Look at me.
I'm the instructor. He's the learner.
Okay.
And then you just mash the brake, mash the throttle, goes up to about 4,500, 5,000, and just let off.
So GTRs have what's called launch mode, launch control.
Yeah,
launch control. Basically, you put it in R and launch and all the fancy stuff, and you just do what I just did. You basically mash the brake, mash the throttle. The car does its thing, gets up to like 4,500 RPM. You let off, and you felt it just digs. I mean, this thing digs because it's all-wheel drive. So we just did like 160-ish, 170 here on the dry lake bed. You gotta understand, on the dry lake bed, this thing is not as stable as you would like it to be because it just kind of starts wobbling. And what's crazy is when you hit the brakes, the whole car just kind of starts to kind of wash out from underneath you. So gotta be super careful. This section right here is what was super sketchy for Stradman on the way back from the race, because this is basically his slow down lane, his cool down lane, and then there's gravel right there. That's wild, man. I love it. It's a cool car. Because I won the race today, I beat Stradman's GTR in my helicopter. He let me just take a rip in the old GTR. We just hit 170 here on the dry lake bed. 170 on dirt is fast. It's just wobbling everywhere. But guys, I am so pumped right now because I honestly, look, I love my helicopter. I love everything about it, but it's not a race car. I mean, it does 120 miles an hour all day long. But the fact that I was able to get that turn, get it done in time, dive for speed, and beat him in a mile-long race. That was like a 2-mile race. 1 mile there, 1 mile back. Ladies and gentlemen, that was awesome. But now I can see it in his eyes. He wants revenge. So well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We call that a wrap. Bro.
Is that what we call it?
Bro, we call that a wrap.
I took the out.
That's 2 out of 3. But you won that first race.
That was so close.
Bro, that
Both
was
of them were amazing.
Wild. Like, honestly, I thought for sure you were going to smoke me. And you did that first race.
The first race I did, and the second race is both times I was tracking you down. I'm like, no, the finish line's too close. Especially that last one. If I would have had another 200 meters, 100%. I think I would have gotten you.
You guys see that? GTR is a fast car. That's a good driver. Luckily, so here's the difference. I started in the left lane,
right,
the first race, and then I turned right. Now in my helicopter, turning right, that is not my power turn. So I have to be very careful turning too hard right because you can potentially get into a dive that you can't recover from. So second race, I went left lane. I was able to turn left and I can go full power. So then I won. So then we went best 2 out of 3 and I beat him in the third race. So my question is.
Yes.
Yeah?
My question is what? We need round 2, baby.
100%.
I got a faster car than the GTR.
Oh, shit. You know what we need,
much
though?
faster car.
How about pavement?
Yes, you do. You're
Runway.
right. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you're going to see a rematch. And I heard something about a Bugatti. I don't know much about these things.
Yeah.
I heard they're overpriced, but they're fast, whatever. But if you guys want to see
race day.
round 2, helicopter versus Bugatti, stay tuned. All right, here comes the next challenger for the race. The Epic LT, my beautiful airplane. I love this freaking plane.